Hello, and welcome back to Saint of the Day. If you're watching this on October 19th, today the Church honours St. Paul of the Cross, a holy priest, mystic, and the founder of the Passionist congregation. Paul de Neo, later known as St. Paul of the Cross, was born in northern Italy in 1694. As a young man, he underwent a profound conversion that awakened in him a deep love for Jesus crucified. In a time when many had grown indifferent to Christ's sufferings, St. Paul felt a burning call to rekindle devotion to the Passion, the greatest sign of God's love for humanity. In 1720, after a long retreat of prayer and penance, St. Paul wrote the rule for a new religious community, the Congregation of the Passion of Jesus Christ, or the Passionists. Their mission was clear: to live simply and prayerfully, and to preach Christ's passion with zeal, calling people back to the heart of the gospel. St. Paul was a tireless preacher and confessor, often travelling barefoot to conduct parish missions. His words moved entire towns to conversion. Despite experiencing years of spiritual dryness and inner trials, he remained faithful to prayer, especially before the crucifix, where he drew strength and compassion. He once said, "The Passion of Jesus is the greatest and most overwhelming work of God's love." St. Paul of the Cross died in 1775 and was canonized in 1867 by Pope Pius IX. Today, his spiritual sons, the Passionists, continue his mission across the world, keeping alive the memory of Christ's passion as a wellspring of mercy, hope, and transformation. His life reminds us that holiness is found at the foot of the cross, where suffering, united with love, becomes redemptive. St. Paul of the Cross, pray for us, that we may never forget the saving love of Jesus, and that we may embrace the cross with trust, compassion, and joy. Thank you for joining us today. Please like, share, and subscribe to Orbis Catholicus for more Catholic prayers and devotions. Comment below your favourite saint, and stay tuned for tomorrow's Saint of the Day. God bless you.